Hello, hope I am audible enough. Yeah, streaming this thing, man. Been a long time since I engaged in this church. You can see there's not so much that is going on apart from the daily. What we're essentially doing is a top-down analysis, looking at the daily. And this is the Asian session. Apparently right now is 1 hour after the open. For me, I believe that is the best time to take the Asian session. Is it 1 hour or 2 hours? Yeah, it is like the market opens like at around 8 a.m. Or 1. Look at that quick. try and look real quick. Yeah, the market just opened like an hour ago. Yeah, the market just opened like since Tokyo market tends to open at that particular time. Yeah, so 9 a.m. that's when market tends to open. Well, I think it's best to look at the charts after 1 hour has come to light. But this is the session now. We are looking at gold. It's the only pair that I trade, and I'm not sure whether I'm streaming. Yeah, I believe I'm streaming. I'm not sure. Go. Yeah, I need to confirm that. Let me just look. Yeah, I'm live, baby. Here's the post and everything. Yep. Alright, let's look at this. Let's do this top-down analysis. Before I go ahead and do top-down analysis, I usually mark the previous day high, previous day low, which is indicated by the buy side and the sell side liquidity. On the weekly also, I've marked the previous day high and the previous week high, previous week low, which is indicated by the buy side and the sell side liquidity. And looking at the weekly, we have taken out the liquidity at the top, and then market starts to push to the downside. That is amazing to see. Also on the monthly, I'll surely mark the buy side and the sell side liquidity. Seeing that, we can see where the market is more likely to be pulled. We can use a fib retracement tool. From the low to the high. See, we're trading at the golden mountain. Right now we are trading 50% up, and meaning we're trading at the buy side liquidity of the compared to the previous candle. Though I don't really use that concept so much. The concept that I use a lot is the buy side and the sell side liquidity. That is what I tend to use a lot. Just say the previous day high and the previous day low, previous weekly high, the previous week low. Yeah, every time I approach the market, I must have marked buy side, the high and the low of the previous days to see where the market is more likely to be pulled, so that we can see bias for the time. So I am having from the daily below, I'm having only 4 time frames that I use to do my analysis. The 4 hour, whatever you're seeing here is just the supply zones or the order blocks, or how you can put them. Some I can delete, so I just continue keeping them, but that's how the market tends to look like. So I want to do something. I want this one to be like that. Beautiful. So looking at the 4 hour, what do I intend to look at? My chart is pretty much marked up. I'm not really marking anything new. I have this code that pretty much does that. It marks for me the supply and the demand levels of the order block in the market. So this includes a lot of things or details. You can have the level gaps, the breakout structure, but what I tend to use is only the order blocks and nothing else. Can show the breakout imbalances in the market, which are the favorable gaps. Also the other imbalances in the market. As you can see, these imbalances in the market where prices tend to come in and fill. But inverse favorable gaps is not my cup of tea. I only base my strategy on the order blocks, or simplify it, I usually say the supply and demand zones. Yeah, it's clearly defined. We're having a clear demand area here. This is already marked, as you can see with the code. So I anticipate for the reaction of price at this level. This is already marked on June of 25th. Anticipate at the reaction of this, and as you can see, time and time again, price coming to this, receive a solid reaction. Yeah, but currently we are trading at this particular level here, and price bullish in the daily. We are quite bullish. You can see this demand here. Yeah, this demand here is doing all the heavy lifting. Once we break this demand here and we have a supply forming this area, we're having a supply forming of this area, we may see this price actually dip down a little bit before we see a continuation to the upside. But generally, if I just hide everything, every drawing here, just looking at the price on its pure form, you can see the price trading price is literally trading at this particular area. The price is trading from this level to this level here. I'm gonna pull up on the chart, then you get the idea. But for me, trading is actually I actually come in and everything is marked up for me. So for myself, I'm just looking at the flow. What has price done? What is price doing? That is what I tend to do. I just see the reaction of price in the levels that have been drawn in the market. That's how I essentially trade. Don't come in and draw things. It is already drawn for me. I just come and adjust where necessary. So on the forward, there's not so much that is going on. I'm seeing that this price, I want this price to get here so I can look for buys there, but we are quite far, and we are seeing that we are having this liquidity here that is lying on the low of the previous day. That was the Monday's low. So price may do something like this, grab that liquidity, push to the upside. That is a possibility there. Yeah, I want to adjust this time to my one that I'm fairly known to. Yeah, basically that is what I'm looking at. Price may be taking these lows and continue pushing. Our price may already continue pushing to target the highs of previous day. Looking at the 4 hour, what is the 4 hour doing on the 4? What I'm seeing is pretty much I'm seeing a setup forming here. I have a setup known as a 3 control, a buy setup. The setup goes as this. So setup type, I'm seeing a 3 control, green entry forming there, meaning what? We need 4 candles to close above the demand, and we see something like this at the close of the 1 hour. We see something like this, and a continuation to push the upside. That is what I'm anticipating that. Yep, that is on the 1 hour. On the 30 minutes, we as we push to the lower time frames, we are getting clear direction. We are getting clear information of what price is doing. Yeah, looking at the 30 minutes, there's pretty much not a lot that is going on. Essentially broke off this demand here, and we had a setup here yesterday. So the setup here, a short position from this is known as a first. These are first entry break setup. Yeah, this is the name of the setup. First entry break setup. The other setup is actually forming there, and price plummeted to the downside. Beautiful. Alright, 30 minutes, there's pretty much nothing really going on. What I'm seeing here is we are seeing these highs here. When price takes these highs, here, we are going to get this demand here forming, what am I trying to say? But not let myself get ahead, but not, what am I trying to say? Let me not get ahead of myself. We need at least see what is happening. Pushing lower to the 15 minutes, we're seeing we're having supply here that is holding price from continuing pushing higher. Yeah, so that is key. And I'm not marking this demand here. Why? Because it is the newest order block that has been formed on the 15 minutes time frame. It is the newest. So this is the older one. This is the oldest compared to this one. I hope you get the point. Yeah, if price breaks this and closes above this supply, this order block, I'm willing to highlight this level. But until that happens, I'm not going to highlight that level yet. Alright, hope that is a cleanup. Cool. So you may wonder why you're seeing these bubbles here: green bubble, orange bubble, purple, yellow one. Don't worry about that. That is basically coded in my strategy. That should not really, but unless you are intertwined with my strategy, it may look a lot of noise, but it is not. It is essentially a way of me to analyze the markets. So basically, this is what I'm talking about. This is clear. I am not sure. So if I might switch these, let's say let's switch. Alright, I believe that is clear. But if I may currently I'm on my laptop, that's why. Yeah, so basically those levels are these, see? The green, the bubbles. You have the green, blue, the orange, the yellow, red, and the gray one. There's a gray one. This is the gray one. Let me use the corrected one. This is the beauty. This is the actual one. Yeah. So they all have their meaning. They all have their meaning. So don't worry about that. It is based on my strategy, the breakout tool strategy over there. So yeah. Alright, so that is clear. And hope the music is not too loud enough. I am not sure whether the music is loud enough. This is the first time I'm setting up these charts. Maybe I can reduce it to that level. I'm not sure. Yeah. We are 20 minutes in. So yeah. Looking at the charts, we are seeing we're gonna have to wait for the closure of the 10-minute candle of this candle, so we can get everything right. Yeah, this is the first stream of the channel. Hope it works out, man. If I get to do this many more of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. At this point, what I'm essentially waiting for is a break. This, not that. But what I'm essentially waiting for is the break of this supply, of this order block and this order block, essentially. And then bit of a pullback to have that continuation there. That is what I'm essentially waiting for. But all that depends about this market players out. I'm just gonna leave that out there and see what's gonna happen. Yep. See you in the next 1 hour. Nothing happens the next 1 hour, man. I'm just gonna end the stream, man. Yeah, but if this happens, I'm gonna record it and throw it there. Essentially, that is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the break, and yeah, basically I'll be looking for a long position. If I get what I'm looking for, is the stop loss there, and so on and so forth. So if that happens, well and good. If it doesn't happen, well and good also. So on 30 minutes and the 1 hour, I'm waiting for that setup to play out. I tend to like to leave my charts out, but yeah, I tend to like to leave my charts at the 4 hour. So essentially what we're waiting for is the is the 30 minutes. I'll be back here in the next 30 minutes. Well, pretty much we have not done anything on that 30 minutes on the 30 minutes candle. Pretty much nothing has happened, so yeah, just gonna wait for the next 30 minutes candle to open up and see what's the deal, man. Yeah. Alright, I am seeing this candle about to close in the next in less than 30 seconds there. Alright, so what are we seeing? We're seeing the price is very much getting wasted at this point. Well, on the 1 hour, we are seeing that we formed this entry. Yeah, the 1 hour we just formed this entry here, and for me, I'm not gonna be here. But look at this chance any longer. So this is a valid entry, a valid buy entry here. Pretty much a very valid entry there. You need to have your buy stop at that particular level now. Yeah. Now this high out there, this candle here. Well, I think that's gonna play out beautifully. Since swap price just done is it just, but we really need this price to test this. We need this price to test this supply once more. This demand, I mean. If a candle closes inside this demand, then this setup is invalidated. But this setup right now is more than valid. Looking at the 4 hour, we are seeing the new 4 hour candle open. Yeah. But from experience, I'm seeing this price pushing down, closing back at this demand. But we never know. This is gold, man. Gold can do anything. So this is the setup, 1 hour setup, but I'm not really, I can say that I'm not really feeling it. That setup was already formed. Looking at the 30 minutes, still nothing. We don't have any order block near enough the area. So we're having this order block, but this one is literally not a major one, not a real one. I'm working with this one, the older one compared to this. Alright, another thing, looking at the 15. On the 15, pretty much we are. I am not going to be here in the next round. I'm seeing a setup being formed here. I'm having a setup being formed here. But this demand is proving to be, this supply and this demand are proving to be not a pain, but to be significant in this chart. Looking at the 1 hour again, well, this is a high, not that, this is a high here. How do I know that? I can literally use these shapes to identify the high. You see this high, we have a high here. So this price, if if it is willing to continue pushing and we take out this high, this is gonna be our demand, meaning what? Our entry has been taken, move our stop loss slightly below there if this high is taken, but for now cannot confirm anything, since on the 15 minutes we are still having this supply that is holding price, also we are having this long supply over here. And one thing from experience that I've noticed with these long supplies, what tends to happen is price tends to push up, closes above, and then push down. Well, it depends where it pushes down to, and then does something like that. That is in accordance to experience trading these order blocks or these supply and demands. Alright, so yeah, that means I'm still kinda waiting. Now this has shifted. If this price does something like this, continues and takes out this high, apparently these, not these but the previous, is from ICT basics, is literally ICT basics. The previous bearish run is gonna be the demand, our demand. This is pure ICT bet. But for me now, I am not really waiting for setup. In the lower time frame, I'm seeing another setup. What may essentially happen is with the closure of this candle and perhaps another candle's open, we may see this price push down like this, a test of this area, and then a continuation. That is a possibility in the lower time frame. But looking at the higher time frame, we are having our buyers as bullish, and the higher time frame we are having our buyers as bullish. But looking at this lower time frame, this price is so close to the sell side of the previous day. At this level, or should I say of this area, at this area here, we are having so much liquidity we can say it can be an ocean of liquidity. Alright, this level here we're having so much liquidity, and as you can see, price is being pulled essentially to this place. If that's the case, price may wick in this pool, and then you see something like that in accordance to our demand here. If price wicks in this area, does not close on the 1 hour, as you can see, the buyers from the 15 and the 1 hour is playing out the same. So right now I'm just gonna say my goodbye, and yeah, hope you have understood how to trade these charts. Alright, take care everyone. Don't let these charts to lower your worth. Or to show that you are worthless. Yeah, so basically that is what my analysis. So this is a setup, take it if you are willing to, and looks clean, beautiful, and ready to go mature and all that. As you can see, price is currently pushing up. Hope as it pushes up, we take out these levels and yeah, we just continue, man. So my time for trading is done, man. I am done trading for now. I'd love to see a little bit of some confluences and confirmation before I take this entry from the 1 hour. Yeah, I'd love to see some little bit of confirmation or confluences on the 15. On the 13 not so much, but on the 15, yeah. Because I want to repeat again from experience, what I've noticed is that if this price pushes up, we may close above there, and then we may see this price push down. That there is a possibility, and then we see something like that. So I'm just gonna leave this here. Yeah, I'm done for the day, man. Done for the session, man. If you wanna take this this entry here, well, good for you, man. Good luck and all that. But yeah, this is a setup, man. Take it if you want to take it. Proper risk management, yeah. You can take it, man. Alright, that's for me, man. I am done for this session. Done for this session, man. See you around. I've tried to be doing these sessions early on. I know. They take a lot of energy. Well, I want this one to be visible on the lower time frame so that you get to see what you're working with. This is your 1-to-1, your 1-to-2 here. So this may continue pushing and giving out a beautiful setup. I'm gonna just wait for the closure of this 15-minute candle and then I'm gonna call it, man. To add up on something about my strategy, it is about the flow of the candlesticks in the markets, the way the market flows. All right, that's how my strategy is. How does the market flow? All right, the flow. In the markets, that's how I tend to trade the flow of the market in accordance to the other blocks on it. So seeing this price wants to take that high. Yeah, just give it a 30 seconds there. So if you're gonna take this trade and feel as if the stop loss is quite big, you may decide to push your stop loss there, and changing your win rate from 1 to 1 to 1 to 3. Right? Alright, that's me, man. We are having the 15-minute candle close, and yeah, this price gonna push. So once again, I'm gonna say this: if you feel that this stop loss is huge, you can just pull it there and have a 1 to 4 win ratio. I'm gonna just push that right that and wait on the markets to see what's it gonna do. Alright, see you guys next time. Matane.